How are you, Liana?
I'm good. How are you today?
Good. I'm interviewing Liana Mutia. She's my niece, and she just came from Japan. She went to join the ParaOlympics, representing the judo team, the U.S. judo team. So my question to you is, how was it?
Japan, very hot. It was also unlike any other. Well, this is my first Paralympics, but according to a lot of my other teammates, it's unlike anything that they've ever experienced before, just because of COVID.
Yeah,
Aside from aside from the restrictions, it was great. It was great.
yeah. So how's Japan? How was the atmosphere? Is it your first time going to Japan?
Yes, yes. My first time going to Japan, and also my first Paralympics.
And how was it? It's like how do you see the people there compared here in the US?
Could you clarify the question?
How do you see the people there, the Japanese people, compared to the US in terms of, are they friendly or what? Are
Oh,
they
culture. Um,
culture wise?
I actually would prefer them. I actually prefer them much more. They are everyone's very polite, very welcoming, and even I mean, despite the circumstances, they were very accommodating.
Yeah. So let me start. How did you start to join sports like judo? Did you how did you end up joining or practicing judo as your hobby? Can you give a little bit of history?
It's a pretty simple story. So I wrestled in high school, and I just did judo, I guess, in the off season to stay in shape. I guess round can be a shape, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and eventually, I just I don't know, by coincidence, I ended up getting on the news when I was 17, and that's when Scott and Heidi, who are two Paralympic national coaches, that's when they found me and scouted me out, and I guess that was the beginning of my Paralympic journey.
Yeah. And what's the process of joining the Paralympics? Like, are there any ways like or preparations or any way for people to join the Paralympics? Was it hard, or do you have to um, have access to the system wherein you can write down all the forms and then let them know that you're joining the Paralympics? How is it?
Um, sorry, I'm trying to think. It was sorry, it's long ago enough where I can't quite remember. But in terms of competition, you have to place that. You have to place nationals, and then if you're, I think what second, first or second, they take you to tournaments, and
Mhm.
that's how. And then from then on, it's when you find the international tournaments that you begin to qualify for the
Oh,
actual Paralympics.
so meaning to say, is that just like you have to qualify other tournaments before joining the Paralympics? Is that right?
Yes, yes. So for
So how
judo,
many?
we have
So how
we have
many?
6 qualifiers.
So how many tournaments outside the country did you do? Like, what countries did you join to like go to the ladder, up to the ladder for you to join the Paralympics?
I've been to England, Brazil, Japan now, I guess. Well, Japan's Paralympics, so don't mind that. Uzbekistan, Azerbaijan, Portugal. I was in Peru 2 years ago. I feel like I'm probably and Canada.
Can you describe how your training is like? What's your routine before joining? Or
Um, it's usually weight training 3 times a week, and then judo also 3 times a week. Um, as of last year, and I guess 2 years now, just about 2 years now. As of 2020, it has been a bit strange with COVID, but it's been about the same routine.
oh,
So let's say I don't know, approximately. I'm at least I'm putting a considerable amount of hours in every single week. I should just say.
mhm. Like so do you have like trainers that train you?
Yes, I have a
So
strength coach. I also have a partner and personal coach in judo.
oh So you have personal coach and partners. Like how many partners do you have? Just one?
As of the moment, just one because of COVID.
Oh, because of COVID. Yeah,
It's
so
last year has been made it a bit strange to train.
oh, so without the COVID, like you should have like many trainers, is that right? Or haven't? But with COVID, it's like limited to just one.
Normally, well, it's well with my current circumstances, it's limited to just one. But those are, I mean, obviously these are very unique times. Normally, when you're on the mat, you'd usually have about 20 or so people on the mat along with you. And in the gym, I mean, you can go to the gym by yourself basically, but it's definitely being on the mat with a less amount of people that has definitely been has definitely affected us.
So what's your category, your weight category that you fought?
63 kilograms.
What? How? What?
63 kilograms. So
So
130 pounds.
I saw a comment there in your Instagram that you will be like preparing for the next 20 what's the coming next fight do you have, like
Paris 2024 is the next Olympics.
And you're planning to join that again?
Yes, it's very close. It's only 3 years away now.
Yeah, so are you trying to go down to the category that you have, like 160? How much? 160? Or how do you intend to do you have plans to, like a plan to fight it out, like changing the weight category, or what, or how do you do that, or you maintain your category still?
No, they're changing the weight classes, as I believe at least at the end of this year approximately. So whenever it is the new weight classes come out, I'll have to see what it is. It'll probably be around 50 kilograms, 50 to 60 kilograms.
So what are the things that you learned during that fight that you have in Japan? And I think
definitely that I need more throws, that's for sure. I need to be more dimensional, and I need more, I guess you could say, tricks up my sleeve. I also need more experience, just in general. I've only been seriously doing judo for 5 years now, really.
Before you were what? You were before judo. I think you were also with you have wrestling and all those things, I think.
I was in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and in wrestling, but I wasn't quite serious with training until I was 17, and I'm 22 now.
Oh. So yeah, so you're still there in Chicago for the whole year?
No, I actually moved to Colorado Springs this year, and I'll be here until early next year.
In Colorado Springs, what's that? Is that a university, or what are you?
Colorado Springs is the Olympic city. It's where the Olympic Training Center is located.
Oh, so you're staying there for the whole year?
Yes, I'm not on campus though. I live alone.
Oh, that's it. So yeah, so this is Liana Mutia, and she's a Filipino American. So how do you see yourself as a Filipino American in that fight? Or do you consider yourself Filipino American or just American?
I would definitely consider myself Filipino American. And could you clarify the question? I'm sorry.
So are there any Filipinos there fighting against you, or just Japanese?
I'm not sure about the other category. Actually, no. I'm pretty sure it was just me as the only Filipino American in the para-judo category. I'm not sure about the other events in the Paralympics.
Yeah. Thank you very much for this affording us this interview. And I hope that you will win the next what year? 24 in Paris, and I hope that you will train hard and bring the gold medal back here in the US.
Yes, I hope so too. I definitely need the luck and support.
That's lots of pressure from less of pressure, but then you have to do your, an athlete. And yeah, that's it. Thank you very much, Liana, for this interview.
No problem. Thank you very much for interviewing me.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.